walking home and I'm thinking like strong, deep thoughts. So, this is one thing that I think. I love my communication style, and if anybody has ever criticized it, I'm like, you know what? That's just because you don't get how good, consistent, thoughtful communication is. Not everybody likes consistent, thoughtful communication. And with that being said, they don't deserve your consistent and thoughtful communication. So you're like, you know what? Not everybody not everybody's gonna get like somebody who's actually thoughtful and nice. They just don't, and you don't ever have to worry about that again. And I'm so done with people who only think about themselves, who don't have empathy, who are inconsistent in their communication technique. I'm like, because if all they do is think about themselves, it kind of harkens back, hi, how you doing, to what I said this morning, that how you make me feel at the worst of time indicates how you truly like think about me. So actions speak louder than words. I like good communication, but I also look at actions too. And you can see everything that you know about somebody, you can decipher through time, because any real friend, like, they're not going to lord over you that their schedule is better than yours, or that they are busier than you, or they're just not going to be that childish, right? Like, they're going to be like, you know what, I'll talk to you, and they'll think about your thoughts and feelings. And anybody who hasn't in this lifetime, they're not worth your time and day. So it can be hard, but get over it fast, because you know what, such people only think about themselves. They fill their mind up with themselves, and they're a-okay with that, and you don't need to worry about it for like the rest of your life. Like, look how beautiful it is here. It's amazing. And this is like for me, a new lease on life. I'm just so tired of selfish people and selfish behavior and people who only think about themselves. Like, I don't care anymore. You have your little selfish thought process. Nobody cares. And not that anybody ever made me like try to feel bad about how I think. I'm like, whatever. You do that. Look, there's a hummingbird right there. Maybe it's because you're empty on the inside. Thank you. And I know there's a lot of nice people out there, but this is the thing. I realize, like, with the whole dumb dating app thing, this is where I made the mistake, was that there were a few people I was talking to, and I for to this guy who would be effusive. Like, he would, like, on certain days he would just give me a lot of communication and he'd talk to me, and then other days, oh, I'm busy doing chores, don't bother me. I'm like, okay. And he even said something like, well, you probably have more free time than I do. And I'm thinking, okay, you're nice. This is what you think about me. Not much. And at the end of the day, I'm done with people who don't think much of me, who just, I guess, only wanted to talk to me when they were bored. And it sure changes fast, right? Somebody who cares about you, who has empathy, who's a kind person, they can handle anything in this lifetime. They are strong cookie. They're consistent. They're not fearful. And they think about you too. They don't just think about themselves. So everything you need to know about somebody is based on how they make you feel in the worst of times. And that tells you everything that you've ever needed to know. And somebody's looking at me doing a live stream. I don't care. Like, that's funny. But we can do YouTube videos outside. People don't have to stare. So that's why I don't usually do them outside. So I don't know, like, it was just this interesting scenario where I felt put down. This person doesn't even think about it, like, because I realized, like, they just think that they think about themselves only. And it was just so, like, and they were telling me I was inconsistent. I'm like, ugh, no thank you. I'm done with that, because I am very consistent. But I'll tell you this, I'm never going to initiate contact with a guy again, ever again. I will just see how strong cookie a guy is in communicating with me. If he's not, then I'm not interested. Like, to me now, like, what I'm finding the most attractive is somebody who treats me like silver and gold. And it's not like I expect a relationship, because I don't expect one. But, like, if somebody says that they are attracted to me or they like me, I think there would be more effort. And if it's minimal effort, it's nothing. Like, it's not worth your time of day. So just know, like, you, like, as a lady, like, for me, I think that I should be treated well, and I'm not gonna put up with subpar treatment or any of that baloney and whatever, because I think someday these guys need to act like this. They need to do some recollection, but they won't. Some people just don't. They're too full of themselves, and you know, whatever, let them live their life. I just don't get that though. Like, I like humble pie behaviors and people that are kind and consistent and thoughtful and who, like, would make you a top priority in their life. So if somebody doesn't make me a top priority in their life or want to, like, get to know me, I don't care. Like, okay, you go live your flip-flop life. You're not that interested in me. I don't care. I really don't. Like, you're not that exciting, you know? I'm just telling men this. Like, any man that ever tells a woman that their schedule is more important than hers, you kind of are a jerk. You know? You're kind of a jerk. I feel better saying that. I do. Because, yeah, no woman wants to hear that. That's not chivalry. And who cares? But anyway, it feels good to say that. I think ladies need to speak out sometimes and, you know, speak up for yourself. Like, for me, someone like me, I think sometimes I'm afraid to speak up for myself, especially when somebody put down my communication technique or skills or how I communicate. But you know, at the end of the day, it's actually okay. They don't like my communication style. That's fine. We don't have to communicate. And yep, you know, it's the calamity of the dating app. It's the calamity of casual culture. Like, some people just want things very casual, very loosey-goosey. They want to get to know someone, but they don't really want to get to know someone. Like, they don't want, you know, that's all. But, so you just have to be like, it's okay. Be strong cookie. I think it's stronger cookie when you can say, that's kind of empty behavior. It's kind of null and void. And it kind of just, it jolts you back into reality. You're like, okay, well, such people don't deserve your time of day. They really don't. So that is my, like, kind of update with having talked to somebody else I'd met via the dating app a while back. And just, you know, effusive, attentive text saying that they were attracted to me one day, and then the next day you talk to them and they're like, I'm busy doing chores. Okay, well, you know, I would respect that. I'd just be like, oh, can you talk for a minute? Oh no, I can't. Oh, it'll put a ding in my day. Okay, well, sorry I bothered you. So it's kind of like my one friend said, they treat you like the radio. They just want to turn you on and off as they see fit. One day they want to listen to that channel. Oh, are you there? That's great. The next day, they don't want to listen to that channel. If the radio turns itself on, oh no, they need radio silence. So, as a lady, like, as a more introverted person, I need to be strong cookie always and not afraid to speak my mind that I don't like these behaviors, and just knowing that I'm a woman of quality and I want to be treated well and made a top priority in life. Because such people, they were never going to make you a top priority in life. They didn't even want to get to know you. They were like, okay, whatever. And it can be disappointing, but you're thinking, no, it's not disappointing, because it is what it is. And I've actually met a lot of interesting guys through this channel who seem like genuinely, and if they lived closer to me, maybe, we'd be dating or something. It's just that's one thing. Like, I can't date someone that lives far away. You have to be super local because I won't go and see anybody. And that is a strong rule for me. And I won't change that because that's just how I roll. I live in California, and if you're not based in my area, like walking distance, I just don't. Yeah. I just like to be realistic. I don't do long distance relationships. I need to know somebody in daily life if I'm going to get to know them. And it's not even like I'm rushing into a relationship. I've been single for a long time. That's not rushing. It's just like, I guess at the end of the day, it would be nice to meet somebody. And I always talk to my sister, and here's the thing, her boyfriend said that she's a dream woman. He said, I'm just like her. And he's like, any guy would be lucky to be with you. And I'm sorry, I just haven't met the guy that knows he's lucky enough to be with me yet. I haven't met a quality person yet, you know? And I feel strong enough to say that now. I've never met somebody, my name is Julia. I've never met somebody of high, good quality for me, that like wants to go the distance for me. And I think it's okay to say that because a lot of people are single and a lot of people in relationships judge you and they're like, well, like, why are you still single? Maybe it's because we've had some bad dating experiences, or just when you try to meet people, a lot of people nowadays like pull this garbage, like where they want to talk to you one day, like you're like the radio, they want to turn you on one day, but then the next day it's inconvenient for them, or it throws a kink in their day, and heaven forbid they rearrange their day to talk to you for a bit. Like, because I don't even have that. Like, I'm not a high maintenance person. I just sometimes would like to talk to somebody, and I realize something. Like, my friend, who's a very busy lady, who has a medical degree, who works all the time, is a single mother with a child. Like, we don't talk every day or anything, but if I call her or text her, it doesn't throw a kink in her day to talk to me. But I guess with men it's different. They don't like to talk, some men anyway. But I don't know. I kind of realized something. I'm looking for a man that's consistent, strong communication, treats me like silver and gold, and has strong desire to have conversations. And this life is short. Like, if I do end up meeting someone, it's going to be a good person. I think this time around, I'm not going to put myself up for these garbagey scenarios anymore. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for myself. I just feel disappointed, like, when I run into these bad dating scenarios. I'm just like, why can't it be different? And I don't know. I think that's the funny thing, though, is somebody can say that they like you and they're attracted to you, but that's all that it goes. It doesn't go deeper than that. And I'm like, okay, but then they said that they like certain things you say, but then other times they criticize you. But like in this one case, I had to look really deep. I had to realize there were a lot of things they would always say that were a little demeaning or put downish, and I don't stand up for myself enough. But this is the era of wherein I stand up for myself. But in my quiet own way, I'm like, all the ding-dongs can get lost. I don't care about ding-dongs. If you don't want to make me a top priority in your life, goodbye for life. And I'm going to have a wonderful life. And adios and sayonara to men who are full of themselves.